public na praja na support to both of the virus.
Top news headlines. India reports another low in Delhi COVID-19 cases, recoveries over 7.6 million. Himanta Biswa Sarma arrives in Imphal to campaign for BJP candidates. And 4.4 magnitude earthquake hits Assam, Meghalaya and Manipur. A very good afternoon and welcome to Times of Manipur. You're watching the news today at 1 p.m. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. And now the news in detail. India reported 38,310 new cases of the coronavirus disease, another lowest in months, and 490 related deaths in the last 24 hours, said the Union Health Ministry this morning, taking the country's tally to over 8.26 million. The number of active cases of the coronavirus disease also fell to 5,41,405 from 5,61,908 yesterday morning, data showed. There were 45,321 confirmed cases in the country last morning, and 80% of the new cases were from 10 states and union territories. The ministry has said that Kerala surged to first place with 7,025 new cases, while Delhi and Maharashtra both reported more than 5,000 daily new infections. The coronavirus death toll in Manipur mounted to 180 after the state reported the biggest single-day spike with 9 deaths yesterday. The active cases stand at 3,568, while the recoveries have reached 15,343 so far. The recovery rate is 80.36%, COVID-19 Command Control Room said. In the past 24 hours, Manipur registered 313 new COVID-19 infections, pushing the tally to 19,019. The fresh cases were reported from the districts of Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Kangpokpi, None, Ukhrul, Bishnupur, Senapati, Tamenglong and Tengnopal. Candidates are seen campaigning in full swing ahead of the by-polls in their respective constituencies in Manipur. Assam Finance Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma has arrived in Imphal this morning in a 2-day visit to the poll-bound Manipur. Himanta Biswa Sarma, who is also the convener of Northeast Democratic Alliance, NEDA, will campaign for BJP nominees for the November 7 scheduled by-polls. He will garner support for BJP candidate O Lukhoi from Wangoi Assembly constituency, besides independent candidate from Lilong Assembly constituency, Abdul Nazir. Upon arrival, the BJP leader went straight to Lilong to attend a public meeting to be held at the residence of Abdul Nazir, a former MLA. Himanta later in the afternoon will visit Wangoi for an election meeting there, sources inform. An earthquake of 4.4 on the Richter scale jolted Assam, Manipur and Meghalaya, besides neighboring Bangladesh in the intervening night of Monday and Tuesday. There was no report of any damage, according to the report. The tremor was recorded at 1:30 a.m. on midnight today at a shallow depth of 10 km on latitude 26.69 north and longitude 91.15 degree east, with epicenter at Nongstorn in Meghalaya. The quake was felt by people in the area of the epicenter besides Shillong, parts of Manipur and Guwahati and its outskirt areas. Nehru Yuva Kendra NYK Imphal West and NYK Bishnupur jointly organized a tree plantation program yesterday at Laimaram, Waroiching within Bishnupur district. The program was held under Green Village and Clean Village campaign and Jan Andolan on COVID-19. The volunteers, while planting the new saplings, look after the already planted trees. DYC NYK Imphal West District, Marjit Kumar Lisham, DYC NYK Bishnupur Dr. Dhanachandra Salam were present during the event. More ICP bypass road structure and land committee continued road blockade after attempt by the district administration to launch an eviction drive on More ICP bypass road structures yesterday. The planned eviction drive was marred by strong protests by the committee. The district administration has failed to settle the impasse. On the other hand, committee has intensified the protests. More ICP bypass road structure and land committee chairman Holpao Baite wrote that the government has failed to clear land compensation to the owners till date. The committee pledged that they will continue with the road blockade until their demands are met.
Manipur Human Rights Commission da petition pibani adu advocate singna information pi khrabani adu tang mapan handak tha mapan da ari paba ama legani haibasi ma da su taklude aduga koina masigi matang da mayam chatmanana phangdadi koisu paisa phangdadi tangkhaina phanglaga tangkhaina phangdabasi jati haina warinagani nasi hana haijani.
Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Admission form Thazare, Manipur University Kansipur Manakalai Temple of Learning Degree College ki admission form Thazare. Professional course da BBA amasung BCA ne. General course da BA amasung BSc course ne. Loina Temple of Learning Toll ki CBSE amasung atopa board ki pass rupa mahiru sing yengnaga class 11 Science Arts amari Commerce ki mingjan form Thazare. Athubada mingjan dheu akupa marol college amasung school ki office ta ki khangbi beagane.
Lagliba Manipur Assembly by-election asibu mapung fahanan na bagidamag adom su vote hataba kaubigano. COVID-free election o henna na ba CEO Manipur na section thaurang kya amasu laukachari. Polling station khudimag sanitize tauba, queue sang na lepta na ba, waiting set saba, physical distancing matik chana chatnahan ba, aduga masks amasung hand gloves, bottle singda, lem na fanghan na ba sinjari. Adongi right manghan biganu lengak sembada sarukyami. I am ready.
Malem Sanba Thungna Sandorakliba COVID-19 Laichana Maram Orega, Miyamgi Togol Toba Lepluraba, Suba Hospital and Assisted Reproductive Center, Mahosagum Nahangduna, Ana Langi Tabak Hausare, Fanghanjari Bakudong Chaba Singdi, Infertility Treatment, IUI, IVF, ICSI, Vitrification, Cryopreservation, OD, Surrogacy, TESA, etc. Obstetrics and Gynecology, Gynecology-related laparoscopic surgery, hysteroscopic surgery. Surgeons available for lap appendectomy, lap cholecystectomy, physician, pediatrician. 24-hour service with full dedication for better services. OPD timing, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Please contact Suba Hospital and Assisted Reproductive Center, Kombirai Kaitel, Rim South Gate, Imphal.
Luhungbagi fizang, private party singi decor, inaugural function gi balloon decor, birthday party gi balloon decor, formal function singi decor, amadi makhal khuding maki decor gi damak kanaliti haibagi wabi raganu. Apamba machu season aduna, apamba moongda thawain hek khoida zaba moongda decor sing tobining basingna. Akupa marolgidamak contact tobirau DD Bros Decora Kaisamthong Ahanthem Lekai Imphal contact number 8258047042 natraga 7005313996.
Shopping chatlaga pot tim ta leidan hala abra as kadai deno da coronavirus marak sida dukan en taising duna mine krek krek ina dana leirame positive ba yaram ne su khangde yaram moi su khangde sauning dana leidan hala edana adu damakta bu chana wari ti karigino nangi mobile do hangdo Google Play Store da changaga arambai 2020 download tawsalo aduga apa ma product item sing no loina khallo Horen yumna thila dawn. Aina pa masing du bulo imphangadra ne ma. Yeng de yengune. Grocery item khakta natana imung manum gi darkar oiba potlam sing aduga electric vehicle phawa phangabane.
Hojikti Imphal khakta natana Manipur gi tongan tongan bu mafam sing haibati Thaubal Moirang Sekmai dasu arambai 2020 gi service hojare.
Welcome back. Assam Chief Minister Sarmananda Sonowal has dashed off a letter to Union Home Minister Amit Shah on the tension with Mizoram after a person from the Kashar district died in custody in the neighboring state. Chief Minister Sonowal expressed condolences over the death of Intazul Laskar, who was abducted by the miscreants from the Lailapur border outpost area of Kasar district along Assam-Mizoram border, said a statement issued from CMO. He also announced an ex gratia of Rs 5 lakh to the next of kin of the deceased, it said. Mizoram police, however, has claimed that Laskar was a drug smuggler who was apprehended on Sunday evening when he crossed the border to deliver a consignment, and he later died at a health facility, according to the report. Tension prevailed along the Mizoram-Assam border after a 48-year-old man from South Assam Kasar district died in a hospital at Vairengte in Kolasip district yesterday. The deceased was identified as Imtiaz Ali, also differently known as Intazul Laskar, a resident of Lailapur in Assam Kasar district. As per media reports, Mizoram Inspector General of Police Headquarters John Nailaya claimed Ali, a well-known drug peddler from Lailapur, was caught by volunteers of Youth Mizo Association YMA when he tried to hand over the drug consignment to two locals in Mautuizao forest area in Vairengte on Sunday afternoon last. He sustained injuries on both sides of his ankle joints as he jumped down from two gorges while trying to escape from the volunteers. Later, the YMA volunteers handed Ali over to personnel of Excise and Narcotics Department, who booked him under Section 21A of Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985 after the arrest. He was admitted to a community health center CHC in Vairengte as he appeared to be generally weak, however died late last night. Mizoram's COVID-19 count reached 2,792 today as 35 people, including 4 children, have newly tested positive for the virus. According to a statement by the State Information and Public Relations Department, 25 patients were diagnosed during contact tracing, while the remaining 10 patients have returned from other states. Of the 35 cases, 33 cases were reported from Aizawl district and 1 case each was reported from Saitual and Champai districts. 4 children, including a 2-year-old girl, were among the newly infected people, it said. There are 444 active cases in the state, while a number of 2,347 people have already recovered from the virus. Altogether, 1,15,980 have been tested till date. Meanwhile, the present lockdown in Aizawl, which was scheduled to be lifted today, has been extended till 4:30 a.m. of November 9. 3 more COVID-19 related deaths have been confirmed in Nagaland yesterday, taking the death toll to 36. All 3 deceased are from Dimapur. Overall, 44 COVID-19 patients have succumbed to the virus in Nagaland, media reports said. Among these deaths, 36 are COVID-19 related, 6 are not related to COVID-19, and 2 fatalities are still under investigation. All COVID-19 deaths are certified by the State Death Committee as per ICMR and WHO ICD-10 guideline. The All Garo Hills SSA School Teachers Association has once again written to Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma seeking early release of their 4 months' salaries that have been pending with the state government. The salaries of the SSA teachers have remained unpaid since July this year, said the teachers' body. The teachers lamented that the salaries have been on hold even during the time of the pandemic, when their struggle for a meaningful life was as bad, if not worse, than that of others, as per the media report. The teachers added that if the situation continued and the government failed to clear the dues, most of the SSA school would have single-digit enrollment, which according to the new policy would mean shutting their schools down. Once again, a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Seventh Heaven, a slice of happiness, is now in Imphal West. Please come and enjoy the grand opening offer on 3rd November. Offers are: buy any cake, get half kg cake free, valid on 3rd November. Buy half kg classic cake, get lava cake free, and buy one get one on pastries, valid on 4th and 5th November. Address: Segar Road, Konjing, Hazarilekai. Contact number 0385 295 2124 or 798866 2413.
Now, enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla.
Think of home, and you think of all beautiful things you had seen. Things you admired. Things you desired. Some that you envy, and some you fancy. But hardly anything that is so beautifully you. A home that lives only in your imagination. A home you can truly call beautifully yours. Yumkai, beautiful home inside out. Complete design solution for home and office.
Yumdagi hek chathokiba matamda chingnadaba ngamde selu charuba firol da su virus asi adum pusilakpa yabagi akiba lei.
Firol da virus changhandanaba Bharat amasung Americana scientifically yanaraba India gi ahanba virus cover spray. Nano coating asina pungni funipan fawa virus ngakthokpa ngame. Firol da kapiduna virus tagi ngakthokpiu. Virus coverage sizinabiu chingnabiganu.
Yen on tower.
Yen mo kana sa din hoy. Nganu no khoi phai.
Chalo se. Free ni. Day 7 picnic se. Kai yon ja se hai no. Kai gi picnic. Day 7 di election mi ni bo thada bom chalo ro dai ji bo.
Corona mar sida vote kaina.
Isa gi right mangan dam na phaida.
Right mangan da bra hai bu ne.
Ang life foi na mang da na ba. Kai no noi bo khabar gam da padra bo. Covid safe election oina ba section tharang mayam paikhalib sidi. Kai bu tok dori ge ne. Polling station khudingi sanitization de ge horga thermal scanning, physical distancing, waiting area. Token system jing machana gani. Aduga voter sing da sune mask ka henglo ka free da pigani so haibani. Vote podi thadara ge. Ado piniti chatte ya de ko. Bo no mala ga chalase. Adum su vote soitan thadabi.
I'm ready.
Welcome back. Voting has begun for Phase 2 of the Bihar Assembly elections, which will see 94 constituencies spread across 17 districts up for grabs after a hectic campaigning by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in support of NDA candidates and RJD leader Tejaswi Yadav crisscrossing over a dozen venues. According to the Election Commission, more than 2.85 crore voters will decide the electoral fate of 1,463 candidates, 1,316 male, 146 female and 1 transgender. Of the total 2.85 crore voters, 1.50 crore are male, 1.35 crore female and 980 transgender as per the poll panel data. The Election Commission said it has set up a total of 41,362 booths at 18,823 polling stations as per the report. Two people have been killed in Vienna after multiple gunmen opened fire the central part of the city yesterday. Police later gunned down one of the attackers while another is still on the run. According to the media report, the gunmen attacked 6 locations and all were near the street housing around the central synagogue in Vienna. Chancellor Sebastian Kurz described the attack as a repulsive terrorist attack. The attack in Vienna comes days after the second terror attack in France in recent times, in which a woman was beheaded inside a church and 2 others were also killed. Austria Interior Minister Karl Nehammer warned people to stay away from the city center, adding that border checks were being reinforced. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres strongly condemned the appalling attack yesterday at Kabul University in Afghanistan, stressing that the incident is an assault on the human right to education. According to the media report, gunmen stormed the Kabul University yesterday as it hosted a book fair attended by the Iranian ambassador to Afghanistan, sparking an hours-long gun battle. The attack left at least 25 dead and wounded. Guterres reiterated that those responsible must be held accountable. A record number of nearly 10 crore Americans have already exercised their franchise in the presidential election, with another 6 crore likely to vote on the real election day today. An estimated 16 crore people casting their votes in the presidential election is a record in itself in terms of turnout after 1,900, according to Michael P. McDonald, Associate Professor of Political Science at the University of Florida, who leads the U.S. election project that tracks early voting. Reports say that an estimated 23.9 crore people are eligible to vote according to the U.S. election project. According to McDonald, the early votes appear to confirm that there has been a swing to the Democrats since 2016, which should benefit the party's presidential candidate Joe Biden, reports added. But the swing is not uniform, and some of the closest states in 2016, Florida and North Carolina, appear to be closed again, he said. Now we have the local newspaper headlines. The Shanghai Express, highest number of deaths recorded with 9 in 24 hours. Multidisciplinary approach recommended. Stranded vehicles take all Kasar Road. Truck drivers still untraced. Atsum to go ahead with 48 hours banned. Power cuts plunge Ukhrul into pitch darkness. The People's Chronicle. State records highest single-day deaths, 341 fresh cases detected. Tamenglong crosses 1,000 mark with 701 local cases. Fatality count reaches 50 in Imphal West. Tarn Court Quartet denigrating electoral politics, says Loken. Atsum to resume steer over ADC poll delay. Imphal Free Press. State records highest single-day COVID-19 deaths. Confirmed tally crosses 19,000 mark. 8 trucks for transporting essential commodities for Mizoram from Manipur reach Imphal. Assistant professor suspended for violating service rules with election speech. Staff lock Pandit Din Dayal Upadhyay Institute of Agricultural Sciences. Manipur Mail. 9 die of COVID, 341 new cases, 278 discharged. CPI not supporting any candidate. By-election 2020 hands-on training held. Before we end the bulletin, the top news headlines once again. India reports another low in Delhi COVID-19 cases, recoveries over 7.6 million. Himanta Biswa Sarma arrives in Imphal to campaign for BJP candidates. And 4.4 magnitude earthquake hits Assam, Meghalaya and Manipur. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Good day ahead.
이 방금